how's it going? My name is Zoe and my channel is Vegan Mental Iron. It's all about investing in mental iron, which is really just an anagram of environmentalist. So I truly do believe that if we take good care of ourselves, eat healthy food, good nutrition, and also take care of the planet, that we really will just enjoy lots of holistic benefits, well-rounded benefits all over the place. And so my channel just talks about that kind of stuff, as well as lifestyle things, food things. So today I'll be showing you a little pantry tour. I have also done before a full kitchen tour, but I didn't go into the cabinet, so that's what I'm gonna be doing this time, showing you really in depth what is in here and how I use non-perishables and things like that in my kitchen. So let's get right into it. As you can see above, I have a bunch of giant mason jars. These are, I believe, 64-ounce jars, and they're just full of different kinds of beans. I have chickpeas, quinoa, and I have a Bob's Red Mill mix that has like alphabet soup, alphabet letters, barley, different kinds of lentils in there. So it's really good add-in for a lot of different Instant Pot meals that I like to do. Split red lentils, kidney beans, and green lentils, and white beans over there. So cannellini beans, white beans, whatever. And sorry if there's any noise, I'm kind of close to the ceiling. We're gonna get into the depths of the cabinets now, and I'm gonna show you all the things. So let's start out with this cabinet. I have all my plates and bowls in here, as you can see. Up here, I have a lot of flours. So some standard King Arthur bread flour, a bunch of that. I have breadcrumbs. I really like using these for making, you know, mac and cheese, really fancy, or you can use it to make even onion rings in the air fryer. Pretty cool. Some Bob's Red Mill ground cornmeal. That's really good for making cornbread and everything. And a bunch of sourdough starter back there that I don't know what to do with yet. I have some King Arthur flour gluten-free pancake mix. I don't want to take this out, but this is whole wheat King Arthur flour. And I have these bowls. I keep this water to calibrate my pH meter for when I'm making kombucha or something like that. I have hull-less barley from Bob's Red Mill. I have organic palm sugar, some Bob's Red Mill potato starch. This is really where I keep all my baking stuff up here. Wholesome organic cane sugar. It is vegan and not filtered through bone char. I don't know why anything is filtered through bone char, but something to be mindful of. I use this for kombucha mainly, and every once in a while for baking something extra decadent. Then I have sunflower lecithin, an emulsifier. You make yourself some vegan cheeses and things like that, or you can use it to make your own special oils. And I have Himalayan pink salt. This is my big container that I refill my little container with. And alkaline water filter refills. This should last me about 6 months. So that's probably the messiest cabinet I have. So this is where all the cups are kept. I have like this really old Lazy Susan that just makes it a little easier to keep more cups. Whee! And then these are some of my roommate's cups. This is my favorite cup. Tea stuff right here. Then up here I keep some more of these big mason jars. These are the 62-ounce ones. This one's not currently being used, but I just have some cheesecloth stored on top. So I have some buckwheat flour in here to make it last for a long time. And I have extra buckwheat flour back there. Then I have these kind of pad thai style rice noodles that are really great. Ooh. And some whole flaxseed back there just hiding. Also keep extra oats up here as well, and sometimes I'll have packs behind it because I order them in bulk. Up here I have a tincture bottle. This is the blender cup that came with my Ninja, some measuring cups, and a steamer tray, some manuals for my appliances. This is for a cold brew or tea brewing, which can be really fun. That's kind of what I use this one for here. Little silicone popsicle molds, and a food saver thing here. It's good to keep things vacuum sealed though, but you kind of don't have to worry about that as much, and you can use less plastic if you use mason jars, and you can still vacuum seal. So down here I have this little banana hammock that I put veggies or, you know, tomatoes, stuff that you want to keep outside the fridge, bananas, etc. And then I also have another one over here, the nice little vegan V in there. If you want the full kitchen tour, I will link it, and I include other parts of the room, like this beautiful display of glass art made by my boyfriend, the amazing Dimitri, who does some great work. Let's get in this pantry here. So this is a little crowded, as you can see, but organized, you know. So I have some tea. I keep cacao powder in here. So I have hazelnut stevia drops that I keep in here, regular ones. Maca powder, which is really great for hormonal health and regulation of both male and female hormones. Coconut butter. The almighty nooch, or nutritional yeast, give things a nice cheesy flavor. This is coconut oil spray that I use in every once in a while in my air fryer. Can be handy to have. Liquid smoke, that's amazing for giving things nice smoky flavor, and I like to use this with tofu and marinades and things like that. Your baking powder and muffin cups, raw cocoa butter, coconut oil, black tea that you can use for kombucha or just life, some cornstarch over there. And here I have all of my teas. So I have this emergency, which it's not really my first line of defense if I'm not feeling well, but it's just good to have around. Then I have some green tea and some chamomile, some African honeybush tea by Numi. I really love this. Date sugar, leftover pack. Ground coffee that has been here for a while. My mom gave it to me. Thanks, Mom. Not all of this up here is mine, but I'll take you through it. This is mine. My old roommate left this here, but it's pretty cool. It's a special Chinese vinegar. Sesame oil that she also left. My date sugar in this mason jar, and some buckwheat groats in there. Yeah, I have some Manuka honey that is local and all that good stuff. So I'm one of those vegans who does have raw local honey. I have some Trader Joe's balsamic vinegar, some of this Wholesome brand organic molasses. That's a really good source of, I believe, iron and magnesium. I used to make a little drink with this a lot. Apple cider vinegar, very multi-purpose. I use this for baking all the time, and if I'm feeling sick, I'll take a shot of it or put it in a glass of water so that it's less harsh on my teeth, because it's not great for your enamel to just drink. And I have some fire cider vinegar that I got from the organic co-op in my town, and it's very spicy, very spicy and delicious. Extra apple cider vinegar. It's not the kind of the mother. You want the kind of the mother, so that's a good brand there. That is passable, and I'd probably use that more for cleaning. It's probably one of the other most disorganized areas in my pantry. This is where I keep all of my dried fruit and nuts. So I have cashews, cashew pieces because they're cheaper. Hazelnuts in shells that need to get used. And then I have some roasted salted sunflower seeds. Here I have a bunch of pre-rationed rice packs in case of emergency. It's good to have a little stash of emergency food, if you need something you could take with you in a get up and go situation. Ramen my old roommate left, which I guess I could play with. Dates up in here. These are great for baking. Lots of other things you can do with it. Put it in your banana ice cream, etc. Love this mix from Trader Joe's. It's a jumbo raisin medley. Ripped, but this one is the golden raisins from Trader Joe's that I pretty much always keep in the house because they're really great for baking with, and they go really well in banana breads and stuff like that. So I'll actually link a recipe that I did for a pumpkin bread where I put these in it and it came out so good. Oh my god. Cocoa butter, some shea butter. This is from a phase where I was making my own oil in my magic butter machine. I will link a video about that appliance. So I have some cacao nibs, and then I have a bunch of chia seeds as well. So this is where I keep all my flowers and herbs and stuff. I'm not gonna go through and pull everything out, but I can tell you I have some stinging nettle and some basil and some oregano. Red raspberry leaf, a lot of good stuff for female health. Some calendula, which is really good for tissue regeneration inside your body, and really fun to throw in the bath. You can do a lot of stuff with this. I've used it to make bubble baths and all sorts of fun stuff. All of my spices, just these two cabinets. There's another top one, but that one's not mine. But we have a lot. I have a bunch of Trader Joe's ones up top. Onion salt, 21 seasoning, Salute, the more seasoning salt, this mushroom umami stuff that is out of this world, garlic powder, chili lime seasoning, one of my favorites, smoked paprika, which is really good for anything smoky. And then I have some black pepper and some cayenne, dill. This is a great little hack if you're traveling. You can get one of these pill containers from a pharmacy and put spices in it. So I like to do that for camping. And I have some cloves, cream of tartar, which is good for thickening things sometimes. I have some pumpkin pie spice, rosemary, sage, and more paprika. I have dulse flakes over there, and I always keep my nori sheets over here. Here I usually have like more nooch over here. And then I have some mint leaves in here, dried mint leaves, some mustard seed back there, curry powder, and then over here these are some really awesome Indian spices, garam masala, and ground coriander, which has a lot of different uses. Down here, I have even more spices. I'm not gonna get into every single one. I keep a lot of the stuff that I use pretty regularly down here, like my everything but the bagel seasoning blend, which I just ran out of. Really great from Trader Joe's, highly recommend. It's so good on avocado toast, on sushi bowls, whatever. Basil, poultry seasoning, which is actually vegan. It's just a spice mix that you can use to like make chicken noodle soup. Vegan chicken noodle soup tastes more chickeny. Some of these aren't mine. These are my essential oils though. These are food grade quality essential oils. I have some more spices in mason jars. I have some vitamin E oil over here and some different extracts like almond extract, carrot seed oil, stuff like that. And then here I have a ton of cinnamon because I bought it in bulk, a ton of maca powder because I bought it in bulk. So you'll see like I'll store a lot of stuff in mason jars and then move them out into the smaller jars as I need them. Then here I have some kelp granules, which are a really good source of iodine. And I've been using this to make really awesome chickpea tuna salad, so I'm gonna show you that soon. Then got some spice packets that we've saved over here. And spirulina, also really great powerhouse superfood right here. The sage and chili chipotle powder. Not gonna get really too deep into down here because it's basically just under sink stuff. Not much that I keep under here is ever used in the kitchen except vinegar. I usually keep big containers of it down here as well. I use it to create cleaning supplies. I will link some videos on that. And then also just to use in recipes. It's baking soda, which I use for cleaning solutions as well as for cooking. Organization for kitchen gadgets and whatnot, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that soon and what I use different things for, different tools for that aren't plug-in appliances. I have a separate video on plug-in appliances. I keep all of my bunch of tools in here as well, and every once in a while a loose thing of tea or mushroom coffee or whatever will make its way into here. Really love this Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee, it's great. So down here is where I keep some really important non-perishable stuff. Most accessed areas of my kitchen, and I have a lot of canned goods I keep over against here. Some of this stuff isn't mine. This is my rice that I keep in here. I like the plain white nishiki sticky sushi rice. It's my favorite. These are my boyfriend's. He loves ice cream. This is a scallion pancake mix. I actually used it in a recent video. Came out so good. Definitely gonna keep buying stuff like this or making my own maybe. Keep my bulk coffee in here. I'll get a 2-pound bag at once, and it'll take me about a month or so, or 2 months to get through the whole bag because I make my own cold brew. Don't normally have this stuff in here, but right now I have some extra pizza crusts that we could use if we were desperate. A ton of black tea back there, and these things aren't mine. I usually keep whatever nut butter is like my go-to nut butter for baking right over here. Overflow spices and dehydrated goods. Canned goods I have here. I have some coconut cream, some green jackfruit, and normally I would also have a bunch of different canned beans, some chickpeas, just so if I don't want to, rehydrate some artichoke hearts. And we usually keep some like Amy's soup or something like that. These diced tomatoes and sometimes crushed tomatoes as well from Trader Joe's in here, and we can use those in the Instant Pot for a lot of different recipes. Then some yerba mate, which I really freaking love so much. It's so good. And it's a great way to get some caffeine in you that's not as jittery if you're trying to not drink coffee for a while. We have some more rooibos tea back there. We keep cereal and extra oats up here. The last frontier that I haven't showed you is where I keep a bunch of pastas in here. I have a steamer tray as well. and some manuals, different pastas, and I have some rice, some red rice down there, and some rice paper, little bits of buckwheat flour, unfinished containers like that. Some 10-minute barley, which is always really handy. Some reusable napkins down there, and some cute zebras on there. We have some gnocchi. So I've got black rice, red rice, and barley in there. And then in here, keep potatoes and squash in here. So I have Yukon Gold potatoes, which are my go-to potatoes, spaghetti squash, butternut squash, and I keep garlic in here too. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to let me know if you have any suggestions for how I can make my kitchen more efficient, or if there's any staples you think I'm missing. I'd love to know how you store things in your kitchen. Anything you can tell me, I'd love to hear. So let me know in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell down in the corner so you get notified every time I post a new video. It just helps me grow my channel and reach more people, which I really want to do because I want to show how accessible this lifestyle can be. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Disclaimer as well, a lot of this stuff in my kitchen I've had for years. A lot of the non-perishable stuff stays good for a long time. So you don't have to have all these items at all just to be a successful vegan. These are just some things I've picked up over years of being vegan, some hacks. You don't have to buy things in bulk, you don't have to buy the same quantities that I have, but these are just some tips and tricks for how to keep stuff in your pantry so that even when you run low on food in the fridge, you've got something to make. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching, and thanks so much. Have a really great day, and the next video in this series or in this theme, I'll probably be doing a tour of my gadgets for the kitchen or a fridge tour. So keep an eye out for that, or more grocery hauls coming soon. And I want to help people see how easy veganism can be. See you in the next one. Bye. Mwah!